Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Arijit and this is our second session related to SCM Analytics. So today we are going to solve a little bit more complex problems what we did in our first session. So let me share my screen. So I hope that you are able to see my Excel file. So before we start our second session, let me just recall what we did in our first session. So in our first session, we solved a very simple production plan. We tried to find out some of the feasible solutions, and ultimately we find out an optimal solution by using the Excel solver. So these are the feasible solutions and this is the optimal solution. So you can see by using the Excel solver, we can increase our profit by at least 75,000. We also went through some of the basic definitions of the keywords, like what are decision variables, what are input parameters, what are feasible, infeasible solutions, what are the difference between the heuristic approach and the exact algorithm approach. So all those things we went through by using this PPT. Okay. So in case if you did not went through the first session as of now, it is highly recommended that you just go through the first session before attending the second session. All right, let me start today's session. So today we are going to solve a little bit more complex problem than what we did the last time. So this is the problem statements. Ready Mix, that is one of the company name, produces both interior and exterior paints from two raw materials, C1 and C2. That is C1 and C2 are the component part numbers. And to do a production of 1 ton of exterior paint, we require 5 ton of C1 and 2 ton of C2. Likewise, to do a production of 1 ton of interior paint, we require 4 ton of C1 and 1 ton of C2. Okay. And what is the maximum daily availability of the component parts? For C1, the daily availability is 30 ton. And for C2, the daily availability is 8 ton. Now, what are the other statements they have mentioned? The daily demand for the interior paint cannot exceed that for exterior paint by more than 1 ton. Okay. Also, they have mentioned the maximum daily demand for the interior paint is 3 ton. Ready Mix wants to determine the optimum product mix of interior and the exterior paint that maximize the total daily profit. That means we need to find out a solution so that Ready Mix able to get a maximum daily profit by considering all these input parameters and the constraints. And by selling 1 ton of exterior paint, they are generating a profit of 5 rupees, and by selling 1 ton of interior paint, they are generating a profit of 4 rupees. Okay. So let's consider X equal to quantity of exterior paint and Y equal to quantity of interior paint. So in our previous session, we already discussed how to translate a English language and build a mathematical model, right? So for an example, for line statement number 3, we converted that statement into a mathematical model. Okay. So we are going to do the same thing for these problem statements as well. First of all, we are going to build a mathematical model. Okay. So what are the statement? The daily availability of C1 is 30 ton. Okay. So if I convert this entire statement, then it means 5x plus 4y less than equals to 30. How come? Because the requirement of C1 is, for exterior paint, we have a requirement of 5 ton of C1, and to prepare 1 ton of interior paint, we require at least 4 ton of C1. And what is the daily availability of C1? That is 30. That means 5. This is the exterior paint ratio into X. X means what? Quantity of the exterior paint plus 4Y. 4 means what? That is the ratio of the C1 for interior paint into Y. That is the quantity of the interior paint. So this should not exceed more than 30 as per the daily availability limit of these component parts, that is 30. So likewise for the C2, we can mention 2x plus y should be less than equals to 8. This is 2. What is the quantity of exterior paint? X, 2x plus y. 1 ton of C2 is equal to prepare 1 ton of interior paint. Should be less than equals to 8 because that is the daily availability of this component C2. Right? Now, what are the other constraints? Okay, so these are the constraints. Okay, we need to keep in mind while generating a model. Okay, what are the other constraints? The daily demand for interior paint cannot exceed that for exterior paint by more than 1. That means we can say y minus x. Y means what? Quantity of the interior paint cannot exceed the exterior paint by more than 1. Okay, should be less than equals to 1. Okay, what is the next statement? Also, the maximum daily demand for interior paint is 3 ton. Okay, so Y means what? Quantity of interior paint should not exceed 3 ton. That is what they have mentioned, maximum daily demand for interior paint. Interior paint notation is what? Y should not exceed more than 3 ton, that is less than equals to 3. Now, ReadyMix wants to determine the optimum product mix of interior and the exterior paint that maximize the total daily profit. That means our objective, OFP, is to maximize the profit by considering all these input parameters and the constraints. Correct? So let me write it down. Exterior paint quantity, interior paint quantity. So here we are noting, here we are referring exterior paint quantity as a X and interior paint quantity as a Y. Okay, so this one we need to find it out. This is the decision variable. We need to find it out what is the best production plan for exterior paint and interior paint by considering all these input parameters to maximize our profit. Correct. So this one we need to find it out. Okay. Now what is our OFB formula? OFB formula should be quantity of exterior paint multiplied with profit per ton of exterior paint, which is 5. Correct. Plus quantity of interior paint multiply with profit per ton of interior paint, that is 4. So that should be our profit. That should be the formula of our OFP. Right? Now what are the constraints? So constraints we have already discussed just now. What is that? 5x plus 4y. That means 5 multiplied with x means what? Quantity of exterior paint plus 4. Y means what? Quantity of interior paint should be less than equals to how much? 30. Now what is the second constant? 2x plus y. 2 into x means what? Quantity of exterior paint plus y is what? Quantity of the interior paint. Okay, I am selecting here. Should be less than equals to how much? 8. What are the other constants? Y minus X. That means quantity of interior paint minus quantity of exterior paint should be less than equals to how much? 1. What is the last constant? Y should be less than equals to 3. Y means what? Quantity of interior paint should be less than equals to 3. Okay. So this time we are not going to solve the problem using the heuristic approach. Last time you remember that here we try to solve the issue using the heuristic approach or heuristic algorithm. And by using this algorithm or approach, we find out 2 feasible solution and 1 infeasible solution. Okay. But in the heuristic approach, there is no guarantee that you are going to get, first of all, a feasible solution, second of all, a optimal solution. So always try to use an exact algorithm to get the best solution, that is the optimal solution. Okay. So here also you can try to find out a feasible solution by using the heuristic approach. But for this problem, I am going to show you directly how to get a optimum or the best solution by using the Excel solver. Okay. So here we have already plotted the entire details. Now go to the data, go to solver. In case the solver is not available for you, please ensure that you just go through the first session where we have already discussed how to install the solver in your Excel. Okay. Okay, now what is our objective? Objective is to maximize the profit, so that we have already implemented the formula in this column, in this cell. Okay, so we have selected here now. Sorry, let me just reopen. So we have already selected our objective here. Now what is the decision variable? So these are the decision variable because we need to find out the best production plan for exterior and the interior paint. So that we have selected here. Now what are the constraints? So last time I showed you how to add the constraint one by one. Okay, so this time I will show you that how to add all the constraint in a single click. But remember one thing, you can only apply this thing if the symbols are same. Here you can see the symbol, all the symbols of this constraint are less than equal to. So that is why we are going to apply all this constraint in a single click only. Okay. So I am just adding all these constraint. Okay. Less than equal to. All the things are less than equal to. Now click on the constraint and select this data. Okay. Click on OK. Here also make constant variables non-negative. So if you click this option, then definitely you are not going to get any negative quantity for exterior and the interior paint. But if in case if you require any type of negative quantities, then you can just untick this option. But as of now, as this is a production related problem, and definitely we are not going to produce any negative quantity for the exterior or the interior paint, we are going to make this option as a clickable, as ticked. Okay. Select a solving method. So again, we are going to use the simplex LP because this is a linear problem. So how we identify the linear problem, that also we have discussed in our previous session, that if the power of variable is 1 throughout the models, then we can consider that problem as a linear problem. So here you can see 5x, 4y, 2x plus y, y minus x, y. So the power of the variables is 1 throughout this model. So that is why we consider this problem as a linear problem. Now click on solve. Okay. Now see what is the maximum profit that we are generating per day. The maximum profit we are generating 24.5 rupees by considering all these input parameters and the constraints. What is the base production plan? So the base production plan for exterior paint is 2.5 ton and for interior paint is 3 ton. Okay, so by using the Excel solver, how easily we got the best optimal solution or the production plan for this company. Okay, now if you want to cross check that whether it satisfy all the constraints or not, you can see all the constraints are now satisfied. For example, you can see here only 24.5 is less than equal to 30. So they have satisfied this constraint. Second constraint is 8 should be less than equals to 8. So they have satisfied the second constraint as well. The third one was should be less than equals to 1. So we are getting a value of 0.5. So obviously it is satisfying the third constraint. And the fourth one should be less than equals to 3. So it is also satisfying the fourth constraint because we are getting a value of 3 only. Okay, so we have satisfied all these constraints, whatever they have mentioned, and by using all these constraints and the input parameters, we have determined the base production plan for exterior and the interior paint. Okay, so that is the end of today's class. I hope that you have enjoyed my class. In the next session, we are going to solve some different problems related to transportations. Apart from that, we are also going to find it out how to create a graphical model as well using the statement problems. So stay tuned, and for any type of feedback or any type of requirement, just reach me out. Thanks, everyone.